Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be showing you how to fix major makeup mistakes. And I'm no stranger when it comes to makeup mistakes because back in the day I was doing everything wrong from eyebrows to blush, probably especially blush, not setting my makeup, whole 9 yards. So I've definitely learned a lot along the way and picked up a lot of tips and basically lived vicariously through other people's makeup techniques and routines, and definitely became much better than I used to be. So the first tip I'm going to give you is carving out the top of your eyebrows with foundation instead of concealer. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've already carved out the top of this eyebrow with my concealer, which is actually like maybe 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. So I don't know if you can tell, but definitely in pictures it's visible and obvious that the top of my eyebrow is lighter and it looks a little bit funny. The way to fix that is simply taking a little bit of your foundation and then carving out the top of your eyebrow with your foundation so that it matches, and it's basically seamless, so you can't see the lines or anything when you blend them out. Now, I don't know if you can tell a difference, but I've definitely noticed a significant difference when I look at pictures in the past, and my eyebrows have been carved out with concealer. So that's the first tip for you. Definitely carve out your top of your eyebrows with foundation. It makes a huge difference whether you notice it or not. I feel like other people will notice it. So my next tip is when you over bronze or over contour and it looks muddy and harsh. So right now it doesn't look bad. So I'm going to add contour, but a little bit too harsh. So you'll find that when you use too much bronzer or contour or both, it looks muddy and patchy. And sometimes if you do it too low, all you have to do is take your beauty blender, the same one you already used, and make sure it's damp, and just carve out underneath your contour and bronzing. And that just cleans it up and makes it look nice and neat and takes away the harshness of the bronzer or the contour. And also, you don't want to brush it away right away. You want to leave it for maybe like up to 10 minutes for that nice effect, nice cleaned up effect. Because if you brushed it off right away, it's not really going to make a difference. You have to let the heat of your skin work with the powder in order for it to make a difference. Which brings us to the next tip, which is when you add too much blush. Now I'm purposely going to use this blush, which is NARS Oasis. I used to use it all the time. That's how it looks. It's like a nice purpley pinky blush. Also, these blushes are very pigmented, so it can be easy to get carried away. So I just smile and apply it on the apples of my cheeks. So as we can see, that's clearly too much because this is very pigmented, and I just kept packing it on as if it were sheer. So a way to fix that is using your powder brush that you use to set your foundation, apply it to your cheeks to tone down the blush. If that's not working, maybe try your beauty blender also. Okay, I think that made somewhat of a difference. It's still really pigmented, but this side is more pigmented. Also, you can bring up where you carved out underneath your contour, you can bring it up to your cheeks and carve that out also. That really makes a difference. And just let that sit for a while. Now the next tip is smudged mascara or accidental dabbed mascara. So what happens is you're applying your mascara and it seems like it's going good. But of course you need a second layer to even things out. And then, of course, comes the dreaded mistake. It touches your nose. Or the crease of your eyelid. Or worse, even lower, accidentally, right here. So don't fret, this can be easily fixed. And you could try the technique of using a Q-tip to wipe away the mascara. But then you run the risk of removing whatever makeup's underneath the mascara, like your foundation or your blush or highlight or eyeshadow, wherever the mascara landed. So the best and easiest way to remove smudged mascara, unintentionally placed mascara, is to just let it dry completely and then have a spoolie at all times. And then simply scratch away all the unwanted mascara and you're good to go. So now that the mascara is completely dry, all I do is take my spoolie and scratch off the unwanted mascara. Usually it's just like a little fleck of mascara, but I applied it heavily, so when I tried to scratch it away, it came off, but there was still like a mascara shadow, if you will. So all I've done is applied foundation to this area and right here where the mascara was, and now you can't even tell. So basically, if there's still like a little shadow peeking through, just apply foundation and set that again, and then it's good as new. It's almost like it never happened. Now for the crease, it's still visible also, but that is because I applied a big amount purposely. So to fix that, since the scraping didn't completely remedy the situation, I'm just going to take the eyeshadow that was in my crease, which is this dark brown right here, and just apply it in the crease once more to try to disguise the dark smudge. It seems to have worked instantly, although I can still see the smudge. But it should work if it's just like a little fleck of mascara. Now it looks like it's not too visible as when I had tried to remove the mascara. It's not too visible, especially from afar, you know, and in pictures, yeah, not a big deal. So the next makeup tip I can give you is when you put on lipstick. and unintentionally draw outside of the lines. Especially like in the outer corners and like the bottom lip. As you can see, I've applied the lipstick too low outside the lines on both of my outer corners of my lower lip. So the way to fix messy lipstick is just taking your foundation again instead of concealer, because concealer will be obvious unless that's the look you want. So just take your foundation with the same brush from before and just clean up the lines. And there you have it. It's as if the smudged lipstick never existed. So my final tip to fix major makeup mistakes is for oily skin. If you find yourself helpless whenever the oil strikes on your face, all you need to do is have blotting sheets with you on the go at all times, and then simply place it wherever the oil is coming from, and it will immediately absorb all your excess oil. As we can see, I had some oil on my forehead, but not as much as I typically do when I'm like outside. So just absorb all the excess oil, and if you want to take it a step further, you would just apply powder to where you just blotted for the ultimate matte finish. Okay, so this brings us to the end, and those were all my tips for fixing major makeup mistakes. I hope you learned something from watching this video, and if not, well, you know, you can go watch someone else's video maybe, or figure it out on your own perhaps. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, like the video. If you have any questions, concerns, constructive criticism, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more, because I do have a lot of videos planned in the making, you know, so definitely subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!